Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I've got my February TBR for you. Alright, so February is when I predominantly focus on romance books, and this February is no exception. So without further ado, let's just dive into all of the books that I have planned for this month. So the majority of them will be ebooks, but I have a few physical books that I'd like to try to add to my list for this month. So let's go ahead and dive into my ebooks that I'm planning to read this month. So I do have a couple that are Valentine's themed that I'd like to get through. The first one being Hatchling for Valentine's. This is a follow-up to Swan for Christmas that I read back in December, and I meant to read this one back in January, but didn't get to it. Oh well. The next one is Blind Date for Valentine's. This one is part of a series of like blind date inspired romances. It just looks really cute. All right, next up is the first batch of the Family Novak books. This is a continuation of the Team Alpha series that I started a couple years ago. I really enjoy these books. They're just sort of fascinating and just like so action-packed but also romancy, and I just love them. And this is following a set of brothers that are related to somebody from one of the book series. I don't remember who exactly, but I'm really excited to follow these new ones. So that's the first 3 books, I think. Next up I have Loudmouth, which is the third and final book in the Ice Knight series by Avery Flynn. I really enjoyed the first 2 and I'm really excited to be getting into the third one. It's kind of a hockey romance, but the hockey is just like kind of a back burner to like the romance thing, which I would really like hockey to be a little bit more forward in this one, but we'll see how it goes. This one has to do with a media scandal, and like the hockey player and the reporter that broke the scandal kind of fall in love, and I'm here for it. I also have Wolf Gone Wild. This is a paranormal romance that is kind of just taken the Bookstagram community by storm, and I'm really excited to dive into it because I've heard some really, really great things. Also, werewolves and witches. What's not to like? I also have His Innocent Angel, which is part of a series, and I think one of the characters is a sex worker, but I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, this sounds really interesting and I'm here for it. And then there are a couple of other ebooks, but I'm not sure I'm gonna have time to get to them. Now let's get to my physical reads, and I have sort of planned for this month. The first one being A Cuban Girl's Guide to Tea and Tomorrow. So this follows Lila Reyes, who is spending a summer in England, and that was just not part of her plan. So Lila's parents are kind of worried about her mental health, so they send her to spend 3 months with family friends in England, and there's tea, there's a little bit of a romance, and it's set in England, and I'm here for it. What more could you ask for? Next up is one of my graphic novels for this month, and that is Therapy Game. This is actually a sequel to Secret XXX. This follows the 2 brothers of the 2 main characters, and it follows a drunken fling between these 2 characters, and I'm gonna try to show you things. The artwork is really great. My next graphic novel I'm planning to read in February is Fangs. This is a love story between a vampire and a werewolf, and like, I feel like this is just like perfect. If I don't get to this now, I will probably save it until October, but I think I might make an exception to read it quickly. Alright, so next up I have A Dress for the Wicked. This has been on my TBR cart for a very long time. This is one of my older bookish box picks, I think. So this follows Emmeline Watkins, and she lives in a very sleepy little town where nothing much happens. And then Madame Jolene, who runs one of the most prestigious fashion houses in one of the biggest cities, throws open her design competition to girls that are not from the stylish capital, and Emmy decides to enter the competition, and I'm really excited about this one. It's kind of Project Runway meets like historical fantasy, I think. This looks really interesting, and it's one that I've wanted to dive into for a while, and I think this is the time to do it. Alright, so that is all I'm planning to read this month. What are you guys planning to read? Let me know down below. Are you guys focusing mostly on romance books this month? Let me know. If you guys like this video, don't forget the like button. If you haven't already but would like to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys!